know what I notice about some women is that some women expect for a man to love her unconditionally, but she wants to love this man under conditions. What this man can do for her, how much he can provide, how much money he make, where he work, what type of job he doing. But this man is supposed to accept you with open arms. Baby, you have yet to heal from childhood trauma. Your mama and your daddy failed you. You still have abandonment issues, baby. You insecure with yourself because you sit here comparing yourself to this girl on social media. You don't even like the way that you look, but this man is supposed to accept you and love you unconditionally. Have you checked on that man's mental health? Have you called him and asked him, is he okay? Did you tell him that he was a king? Did you make him feel like that? And a lot of women say it's not my job to shape and mold a man. That may not be your job, but it ain't your job to damn sure as hell stress that man out. But he gotta love you unconditionally and take you and your badass kids.
Say it again.
You know what I notice about some women is that some women expect for a man to love her unconditionally, but she wants to love this man under conditions. What this man can do for her, how much he can provide, how much money he make, where he work, what type of job he doing. But this man is supposed to accept you with open arms. Baby, you have yet to heal from childhood trauma. Your mama and your daddy failed you. You still have abandonment issues, baby. You insecure with yourself because you sit here comparing yourself to this girl on social media. You don't even like the way that you look, but this man is supposed to accept you and love you unconditionally. Have you checked on that man's mental health? Have you called him and asked him, is he okay? Did you tell him that he was a king? Did you make him feel like that? And a lot of women say it's not my job to shape and mold a man. That may not be your job, but it ain't your job to damn sure as hell stress that man out. But he gotta love you unconditionally and take you and your badass kids. I'm sorry.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. New as in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's the Aki Mahaloya coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will be edifying. This is a clip. I got this from the group chat. And this woman, she makes valid points. Oftentimes, man, situations are one-sided. You know, like Jake is held to this impossible standard here in America, and all the odds are against Jake. But yet they expect for you to make a gold nugget out of shit, you know, so to speak, a gold nugget out of the mud. You know,
what
which
I notice about some women is that some
us men, you know, Jake has it hard, man. Okay, dealing with women, dealing with society, dealing with Esau. It's a lot, bro. It's like really being pressed upon in the spirit. But yet, like the young lady said in the video, she said that men have to accept things while loving people unconditionally. But yet we don't get that same gratitude, man. And that's absolutely true, because oftentimes you as a Israelite male, a lot of times you're being beat down because of what somebody else done. Okay, and because you're not living up to that standard of expectation that they feel you should live up to. But you can't please these people because they're totally demoralized. Okay, so it's like a never-ending cycle of viciousness, okay, and abuse, mental misuse, should I say, because you gotta be careful how you use that word abuse. Abuse means to misuse somebody outside of their intent, okay, not when you rebuke or condemn or if you correct. That's not abuse. And a lot of times it's how you know that Esau has a stronghold on our people, because the first thing you do when you deal with women, like, you abused me. Okay, well, if that's the case, what did you do to put yourself in a so-called unfavorable environment? See, they never reflect back as the type of offenses that they cause, but they look at the fact that you rose up against it, you may have smote, or you may have yelled or threw some shit or broke some shit. You know, they look at that and lay that to your charge just to be justified on labeling you like just this tyrant. And oftentimes that's really not the case, you know. That's why I said that it's one-sided. It's a double standard. Like, I was talking to my mom yesterday, and it was so funny because we was talking about a situation, and I talked to my sister, and I was talking to my mother when I got off the phone with my sister. And basically my mom was like, well, my little brother is mad at his father, and my sister's mad at her father because she felt they could have done more. And back in my mind, I'm like, this woman is out of her fucking mind. I'm like, if anybody that should be mad, I'm like, they should be pissed off at you, because I've witnessed you the way you've behaved with men, how you've pushed men away. I've watched her keep my father away from me, man. All right. Now, only know sporadic details about that, but just the kind of mother or the kind of woman my mother is, and you getting it from the horse's mouth. That was not the easiest woman to deal with. Okay, that was not by far. She was probably one of the hardest people I've ever had to deal with. Okay, her baggage, her trauma, her emotional issues, all that trickled down onto her children. Okay, and now today she's a emotional wreck. My mother is totally demoralized mentally. All right, and she has a good so-called heart on her. She means well, but she's gone, man. And I see why the guy she's been dealing with for the last couple of years, I see why he don't really want to do anything with her. I see why he's in his own space. I get it now. And people don't look at the mental trauma that men go through dealing with these women. Okay, like my thing is, why should a man have to fight to see his kids? Why should he have to jump through loops in order to see his children? All because of what y'all went through. Based on your opinion, your fact, your mental degradation. Why does a man have to fucking fight to see his kids, and then when he finally gives up the fight, and all of a sudden you're insinuating this and that, you're giving him impossible demands. Oh well, you need to do. Wait a minute, man. Why do I have to jump through loops to do this shit? Okay, because when things were going good in your life, you wanted to take all the credit and the slack. Like I always said this. This is how you brothers, you got to pay attention to. This is how the devil works. Francis, right? Damn, I gotta do a second part to this lesson, man. This Edomite coming in here, man. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a part 2. Fuck. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatah. Shalom.